Mongrel intruder.
The first time I fought the Tree Sentinel, I died in under 10 seconds. Same with Lady Butterfly. Same with Ludex Grander. I almost put the controller down, but something cracked open inside me. Not out of rage, but revelation. I wanted to try again. Not because I thought I'd win, but because I knew that bit by bit I would get better, and I knew that I would grow. Soulsborne games are infamous for their difficulty, but maybe that's not why we love them. Maybe it's because they give us something games rarely do: the permission to fail, the space to learn, the promise of transformation. We don't play these games to suffer. We play them to become. The slow dance with defeat, masochism or mastery. On the surface, it looks like punishment. You die again, you die some more. But beneath the repetition is rhythm, a dance if you will. Soulsborne games don't ask for perfection. They demand presence. Every swing, every dodge, every parry, earned through muscle memory, not menu optimization. And with every loss, you're taught something. It's not masochism. It's a process, a ritual of failure, followed by renewal. Nietzsche said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." I bet some of you didn't know it was actually Nietzsche who said that. That saying has been lost through time. But in Souls games, what kills you does make you stronger. Because death is not the end. In my culture, death is not the end.
In my culture, death is not the end.
Because death is not the end. It's the beginning of understanding. The flow state, when challenge becomes clarity. There's a concept in psychology called flow. The moment when time disappears, when your mind quiets and you become the action. Soulsborne games are engineered for flow. You can't check your phone. You can't zone out. You're there, in it, locked into the boss's movements, reading attacks like a second language. It's not about speed or strength. It's about stillness in motion. One mistake and you're dead. And that's the point. Flow is not comfort. It's catharsis. The world of souls owes so much to Berserk, a manga built on rage, grief, and perseverance. Guts doesn't fight because he wants to win. He fights because it's all he knows. And that act, that refusal to stop, becomes something sacred, a form of healing, a kind of meaning. Soulsborne players are the same. We don't play to conquer. We play to endure, to stare at impossible odds and say, again. Order, chaos, and choice. Elden Ring's philosophy. When I reached the end of Elden Ring, faced with the choice to restore the Golden Order, embrace the frenzied flame, or follow Ranni into the stars, I hesitated because none of them felt right. That's when I realized Soulsborne games aren't about victory. They're about worldview. The Golden Order promises structure, but demands obedience. The frenzied flame wants freedom, but at the cost of sanity. Ronnie offers mystery, but leaves you cold and alone. Each ending is a question, a mirror, not just of the world, but of you. Which truth do you choose? Which illusion do you accept? Alchemy through death, control in the chaos. In real life, failure feels cruel, random, unfair. But in Soulsborne games, failure is fair, brutal, but fair. You swung too soon. You got greedy. You panicked. Every death is a message. Every lesson etched in patience. This is control. Not over the world, but over yourself. It's psychological alchemy, turning loss into learning, confusion into clarity, fear into focus. Reflection. We die, we adapt, we overcome. These games remind us struggle is not weakness. It's how we evolve. We die, we adapt, we die again. But eventually, we overcome. And that feeling, when the boss finally falls, when the fog lifts, when the world opens up again, isn't triumph. It's transformation. Not I won, but I grew. Why do we keep coming back? Maybe we return to Soulsborne games not because we enjoy the pain, but because they remind us of something real. That life doesn't hand you victories. That failure isn't final. That every defeat has a lesson. And sometimes the most honest thing a game can say is, "You're not ready yet, buddy." But you will be. These aren't games we play to escape. These are the games that we play to survive. And through them, we find a piece of ourselves we didn't even know was missing. So next time you're down to one flask, no health, and no hope, don't give up. You're not just fighting a boss, you're becoming someone new. Let me know, what's the moment that changed you? The boss you thought you'd never beat? The one death that taught you the most? Because in the end, Soulsborne games aren't about suffering. They're about becoming. And that's why we keep coming back. If you liked the video, please subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below which one is your favorite Soulsborne games and why. But remember, thank you for giving me your time today. Peace.